Greetings and welcome to the World Numismatic News as we now take a look at a few Washington Quarter varieties that you should know. The first coin for this presentation is the 1936 double die obverse quarter dollar. Even though the doubling on this coin is quite clear, it is one that can be misleading due to the way in which the doubling is typically displayed. The first place of interest for this variety should always be the letters of In God We Trust, where the doubling is really quite clear, especially on the letters of In and the TR section of trust. Now, what I meant earlier when I said that it could be misleading or perhaps less obvious is that the letters of liberty and especially the date are strongly doubled, but it typically only displays in the form of additional thickness on the numbers. Looking specifically at the date itself, when compared to a normal or non-doubled coin, then you can see the difference in the thickness of the numbers quite clearly, but when viewed out of context or on its own, it might not be immediately apparent. Despite this, the coin is popular with collectors, and during 2020, this example, graded by PCGS as MS66, was sold at auction for $2,640. We tracked down our next culprit on the 1943 D Washington Quarter. On this coin, the doubling is not on the date or the motto, as is so often the case, but here instead inspect the details of Washington's hair and, most importantly, his ear. You can clearly see that the earlobe is strongly doubled towards the south. You can easily say that this is a doubled ear variety for the Washington series. However, the doubling does also extend to the details of the hair as well. Again, comparing it to a regular coin, the doubling on the curls of Washington's hair quickly become very obvious. There are other areas of the design that are affected by the doubling as well, like the nose and chin, but the ear and the hair is really where you should be focusing your attention. Market interest in this wonderful little variety is not always as strong as I perhaps feel it should be warranted, but in 2018, a PCGS graded MS66 example was sold at auction for $840. The 1964 quarter dollar is an issue that is particularly littered with great varieties to search for. Now, this includes Philadelphia as well as branchment issues for this year, but one of the clearest varieties for the date, however, is the 1964 double die reverse quarter. On this issue, there is doubling on almost all of the letters of the coin, but where it truly shines would be the letters of quarter, where every letter is doubled very boldly and unmistakably towards the left. A variety coin which remains in high demand with collectors, this one, a specimen of which was sold at auction in 2021, graded by PCGS as MS65 when it sold for $1,920. If you like this video, then have a look at some more Washington Quarter variety videos next. For the World Numismatic News, I am Numisman saying thank you for watching, keep collecting, and have a fantastic day.